through the EPA, they're pushing their red agenda under a green agenda, because the old reds are the new greens, as I like to say. This launches a robust outreach effort to gather input in shaping a final rule over the next 90 days, the EPA said. Maintaining rulemaking isn't groundbreaking, but a clarification effort needed to clearly define streams and wetlands protection. Now, even though the definition of waters protected under the Clean Air Act will reach everywhere from drainage ditches to creeks on private property under the proposed rule, the EPA says, quote, it does not protect any new types of waters that have not historically been covered under the Clean Water Act. Well, they lie. And they lie, and they lie, and they lie. Yes, drainage ditches and creeks on private property. It's supposed to address navigable waters. Navigable waters. The EPA wants to cover most seasonal and rain-dependent streams, which account for about 60% of the stream miles in the country, saying they have a considerable impact on downstream waters. Wetlands near rivers and streams would be also affected. Overall, the EPA states a third of waters of the U.S. don't meet Clean Water Act standards. How do they know? How do they know? The rule will not be finalized until the final version of this scientific assessment is complete. Bullcrap. They already know what they're going to do. They're expanding control over natural and man-made streams and lakes and ponds and wetlands and drainage systems and you name it. You name it. The irony, says Randy Galtgren, Republican, Illinois, is that the EPA was adding another regulatory burden on National Agriculture Day. Senator Ben Cardin, left-wing kook Democrat, Maryland, though, said the EPA and Army Corps of Engineers have done the right thing. You know, these fanatical left-wing kooks, I've just had enough of them. Just because they know how to shower and shave and put on a suit and polish their shoes and tie their laces doesn't mean they're not fanatical left-wing nuts like Ben Cardin. So now all of a sudden, all these little ponds and drainage systems and everything will be under federal control. You think you're losing your private property rights? Well, you haven't seen anything yet.